Have you ever found yourself lost in the abyss of your smartphone for hours? Or maybe found your emotions swaying according to the number of likes on your latest social media post? Today we'll explore some of the most common socially acceptable addictions that you probably didn't realize are wreaking havoc in your life. According to research conducted by Frontiers in Psychiatry, more than a quarter of the world's population suffers from behavioral addictions. And a huge chunk of these are the so-called socially acceptable addictions that silently gnaw at our well-being. First up, we have social media addiction. In a world ever increasingly connected by the internet, social media addiction has become a genuine concern. A study from Nottingham Trent University revealed that the average user now spends 2 hours and 24 minutes per day on social media. But why is this a problem? When this time spent starts affecting other aspects of our lives, physical health, mental well-being, and our relationships, that's when it transforms into an addiction. According to the Anxiety and Depression Association of America, about 20% of people with social media accounts cannot go more than 3 hours without checking them. And this overexposure to social media can lead to significant stress and anxiety. In addition, a study from the University of Pennsylvania found that high usage of Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram increases feelings of loneliness. On the contrary, the study found that reducing social media usage can actually make you feel less lonely and isolated, and improve your overall well-being. Next, we have food addiction. It manifests when our relationship with food is no longer primarily about nutrition, but about satisfying an emotional need. This compulsive eating behavior is typically associated with high-calorie, high-sugar, and high-fat foods. According to research in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, food addiction activates the same brain areas as drug addiction, and the resulting dopamine response is similar. Over time, people with food addiction may develop a tolerance, requiring more of their trigger foods to feel the same level of enjoyment. Overeating can also cause feelings of guilt and embarrassment, which can lead to further overeating, creating a vicious cycle that can lead to obesity, diabetes, heart disease, and other health problems. Smartphone addiction is next. It is so prevalent and subtle that many of us don't realize we're hooked. A study published in Frontiers in Psychology found that excessive smartphone usage can disrupt sleep, decrease productivity, and impair cognitive function. When your smartphone use gets in the way of work, school, family responsibilities, and most importantly, face-to-face conversations, that's when it becomes an addiction. Moreover, excessive smartphone usage can lead to text neck syndrome, caused by looking down at your cell phone too often and for too long, causing severe discomfort in your neck and back. At number 4, we have workaholism. While dedication to one's work is commendable, there's a thin line between being a hard worker and a workaholic. The latter is characterized by an obsessive need to work constantly, often at the expense of other life areas, such as physical health, mental well-being, and relationships. Workaholics tend to believe that work is the solution to emotional discomfort or feelings of inadequacy. In an attempt to run away from feelings, they immerse themselves in work. A study in the American Journal of Family Therapy found that children of workaholics reported greater feelings of neglect and were more likely to present behavioral problems. Moving on, we have exercise addiction. Moderate exercise is beneficial for our health, but too much exercise can lead to physical harm, including injuries, hormonal imbalances, weakened immune system, and mental health problems such as anxiety and depression. A review in the Journal of Behavioral Addictions indicated that exercise addiction is often comorbid with eating disorders and body dysmorphic disorders. People with exercise addiction use workouts to cope with feelings and emotions rather than using them as a way to improve health or performance. These socially acceptable addictions seem harmless at first glance, but as we dig deeper, it's evident that they can significantly impact our life negatively. But remember, acknowledging the problem is the first step towards recovery. Being aware of these addictions and understanding their effects can help us make better choices for a healthier and happier life. Caffeine addiction is at number 6. While a cup of coffee can serve as a quick pick-me-up, too much caffeine can lead to a host of health problems. A review in the Journal of Caffeine Research indicates that chronic caffeine consumption can lead to sleep disturbances, stomach issues, rapid heart rate, and even increased anxiety levels. More importantly, it creates dependence. When habitual caffeine consumption is abruptly discontinued, it results in withdrawal symptoms like headache, fatigue, and difficulty concentrating. This dependence can, over time, lower your natural energy levels and make you reliant on caffeine to function normally, hence hindering your ability to naturally stay alert and focused. Finally, we have shopping addiction. While retail therapy may feel good in the moment, A study in the American Journal of Drug and Alcohol Abuse reveals that compulsive buying disorder, or shopping addiction, affects about 5% of the population. This addiction can lead to severe emotional and financial problems, from debt and bankruptcy to anxiety, depression, and broken relationships. Moreover, shopping addiction is often a misguided attempt to fill an emotional void, cope with stress, or chase the fleeting high of a new purchase. Over time, the mounting financial problems and emotional distress caused by shopping addiction can significantly impact your overall quality of life. Now, here's the thing. All these socially acceptable addictions, social media, food, smartphones, workaholism, exercise, caffeine, and shopping, are deeply intertwined with our daily lives. It's easy to overlook their impact because they're so normalized in our society.